Light, delicate cream puffs are the basis for a towering croquembouche, profiteroles, or a delicious dessert on their own. They're made from a dough called pâte à choux. In this video, I'll show you how to make choux puffs step by step. There are a few tricks to getting them to puff up like they should, but once you've tried it a couple of times, you'll find it's a really easy pastry to master. Pâte à choux is unusual in that we started out on the stovetop. We add 2½ cups of water, 15 tablespoons of butter, ½ tablespoon of sugar, and 1¼ teaspoon of salt. Bring it to a boil over medium-low heat. While that's coming to a boil, I'm going to sift 2½ cups of all-purpose flour. When the butter melts, take the pot off the heat. You want to add your flour all at once. If you add it gradually, some of the starch molecules will absorb more water than others. Now we're going to continue cooking this dough over low heat until it starts to pull away from the edges of the pan. In this step, we're drying out the excess water in the dough. This will help the dough absorb the egg so it'll puff up better. You'll also notice a slight film forming at the bottom of the pan when the dough is dry enough. Now, put your dough in the bowl of a stand mixer and fit it with your paddle attachment. Beat the dough on low speed until it's cool to the touch. It's really important to let your dough cool at this point. The bowl should be cool to the touch. If the dough is at all warm, once you add the eggs, it'll turn into a great big soupy mess. That's body temp. We want to get cooler than that. Now that my dough is finally cool, I'm going to step up the speed to medium-low and incorporate 10 eggs, one at a time. As soon as one egg is fully incorporated, you can go ahead and add the next one. Once all your eggs are incorporated, let the dough sit for another 10 minutes. Now we're ready to pipe our cream puffs. I have 2 rimmed baking sheets lined with parchment, and I've transferred my dough to a piping bag with a ½ plain tip. Now to pipe, we're going to make little mounds like Hershey Kisses, about 2 inches apart. And you want these mounds to be about 1½ inch high. You see these tall tips? That's okay, we're going to take care of those a little later. You'll also notice your dough wants to come out, but it's not flying out. Once you've piped both sheets, you're going to take a little bowl of water and gently push down any tips that have formed on your puffs. I've heated my oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. As soon as I put the puffs in the oven, I'm going to lower it to 375. Bake the puffs for 10 minutes without opening the oven. You want to maintain your oven temperature so that the steam builds, which will make your puffs puff. After those first 10 minutes, rotate the 2 baking sheets from top to bottom and bake 10 to 15 minutes more. The puffs are done when they're evenly golden brown all over. Take them out of the oven and turn it off. Poke the side of each puff with a paring knife to release the steam. Return the puffs to the oven with the door slightly open to dry for about 3 to 5 minutes. This will prevent your puffs from getting soggy as they cool. Finally, let your puffs finish cooling on a baking rack. As soon as they're completely cool, they're ready to fill.